Jaya's one. Nice. Good kill. Our D.Va lives. We lost the D.Va bomb there to a remake, but I think it's fine. Far's able to get a third, a fourth. Fari. Oh my goodness. Fifth. The 5K, all 5. And I don't care for everyone who didn't live through it. Like, 2CP was worse than Clash. I don't care. Those chokes and everything and walking through, especially ranked, it was like, you know first point Numbani before the rework, how hard that is to attack? That's what 2CP felt like the entire time. That is what 2CP felt like the entire time attacking. It was awful. Okay. Blade running Sig. Okay. Yeah, I see why you banned the Zarya. We're running Ana Zen backline, kind of pokey. But that's really good against the Hazard here, especially against this Ana Juno, because it's like not a full commit comp. I think this is great. Brig is banned by Little Sheep, so they're trying to get rid of that Brigitte. But that's not an issue that I see here. The Cass as well. I think the Cass just needs to be very careful with the positioning. Where is the Cass? Is the Cass on an angle here? It is. Ooh, and then Pride dashes through Jaya. There you go, the anti. So it's going to be really hard for Jaya to get in here on the Hazard. Oh my goodness. Pride. So Jaya should go D.Va. I'm going to be real here. But can Jaya go D.Va? You counter this with D.Va. I'm just being, like, it's so hard because you're going to take all the poke in the world. Will he though? Or is he just going to stick with this? Are we going to farm ults, try and get around it? You have the Zen here in the very back. You have the Cass on an angle. I love how the Ana and the Zen are split here. Like, look at the Zen positioning here. Very, very split. Pride's able to get Alfari. Zen's all the way back there. Ana Cass on this angle there. It's perfect. This is like textbook Overwatch now. We're getting back to it. I like to see this from one of the lower Chinese teams. It's actually really, really nice to see. Really, really, really good playstyle here. A really good way to do it. You see the Genji stopping cart. So the Genji's role here, just stop cart, stall cart, block the angles, so like mark flankers and stuff. Oh, Fari's gonna get caught with a rail shot though. You have to be so careful. I like the Soj swap. But Noron's gonna get Alfari, and it looks like, you know, you're gonna get some cart force here off that pick. But I don't think it's gonna be like a fight win here for Little Sheep unless Pride makes a mistake. There you go. Rocked in the face. Jaya's dead. Perfect. It's nice. Ooh, don't lose your Zen here. Okay, Remedy. Let's be careful. Yeah, this is really interesting though. But yeah, seeing this macro in play, and you see they're just keeping the Zen back here. It's perfect. I love it. I think I like the Zen further back too, because the Zen just completely alone back there. He's gonna be fine because of the distance. The Cass, Ana kind of playing together. You have the Ana cooldowns as well as just the Cass pressure in general. They can kind of defend themselves. You see, there's the Nano, and now the Zen's kind of joined them, and Fari's able to take out Alfari, winning the RE duel. Perfect. Defending against the Nano Genji. There was no blade with that. Remedy. Ooh, there's a Transcendence. Perfect. Well, the Sig can't get any Transcendence healing because of the anti, though. It looks like Wen's gonna be fine. Jaya now just taking all the damage. I don't think Little Sheep can get much more cart push. Jaya's taking a ton of damage. Ooh, Blade might be forcing a map 5 here. Now, not to get ahead of myself, I don't want to cast or curse it. There's Jaya in the back line. Manages to get Remedy, but he had to go the whole way back there, and now he's dead. He can't close the distance on the Hazard. Oh, Blade, this is beautiful. I don't know if their coach came up with this, or like this was just an idea like on a whim with the hero bans, but they must know. Here we go, Jaya D.Va. This is what I was talking about before. Like they must know something. Maybe it's the fact that Jaya just can't play D.Va very well, or prefers not to play D.Va, because he took 3 minutes to swap that. You know, I feel like if you're a confident D.Va player, you see that composition, you're swapping immediately. Pride's able to get Kim early on. Jaya trades Noron. Now you see that Ana Zen backline gets run down with the D.Va. Oh my goodness, the D.Va does so much more, especially with that overclock supporting it. No full hold. No full hold there. Okay, Alfari up on high ground, setting up. Over to Ana Kiriko. Yeah, you can't really get away with the Zen anymore. Second point, I agree with that decision. Also, I don't like to call these compositions poke compositions necessarily, because they often like to brawl to an extent too. I like to call them slow compositions. because I feel like to call them poke compositions tells you, oh, they just want to walk away and poke all the time. But there are times when compositions that play slowly also want to brawl, which is why I think the poke composition like name doesn't really work out a lot of the time. It doesn't make any sense. So I prefer not to call them that. Alright, there we go. Here's the engage, the Nano Blade, the D.Va to back it up. Nice DM. Locks to sleep. Allows the Nano Blade to get in there, get value. The D.Va pick does so much more to deal with us. I think when now? Honestly, a swap to mirror. I think you mirror the D.Va. Yep, die point. Yep, Flux. Oh, okay, 1 minute 40 left. Do you Flux here? I think you might have to. Unfortunately, Little Sheep forced way too much card progress. My issue there with how Blade took that fight is they let Little Sheep push the card too far. Now they're gonna get shoved at choke here. Ooh, Jaya wakes up. Yeah, you see, it's gonna be so hard to walk out, and that's a big problem. That is a huge problem. Yeah, see, like it's like, okay, how do I get out of here? How do I walk through here? Now we're finally going to make some progress. We also have an angle with the Kiriko. Oh, Fari. Perfect. And Pride's going to get Kusari as well. And Alfari. Pride has taken out 2 Aris, both Aris. Okay. Pride, I mean, he was underperforming a bit on Blizzard World, but now I have a bit more confidence here. Alright, when pushing forward, still has the Flux, actually. That's huge. That's huge. Early Flux. You don't want to deal with that Kitsune. If you can afford it, yeah, just early Flux, get onto that backline, force the Suzu. You trade Kitsunes. It's a pretty good situation to be in. The Genji's taken down. Nice, Pride. Good punish. Okay, Kitsune's traded on point. We're not going to be able to Flux immediately. Yeah, there it is. Pride's able to get Whale as well. Oh my goodness. Doing so well. I mean, Alfari was super impressive for a while there. At the very beginning, you know, we had our eyes on Alfari, but Pride, you know, he looks great when he's not throwing on purpose. He actually looks really good. He looks really good. Okay, Wen's got the floaty perk. You can see the Sig can kind of get up onto that high ground. I guess that is kind of impactful in this situation. Noron's close to the blade. Sorry, the Nano Blade, because you have the Nano coming up here. Super close. There it is. Pride, nanoed. One more play from Pride. Let's see it. 1 kill. Whale's gone. Looking for another. Wen finds Kusari. Onto the Ana. Dodges the sleep. There we go. Remedy finishes off that last kill. Perfect. Okay. I mean, you really can't ask for much better. Like, we could have gotten a full hold there for sure, but Blade, really solid defense. I think that's one of the better executions of a Sigma comp I've seen in a while. It was really well played. Their first point strategy was solid. The fact that they swapped off of Zen is something that a lot of teams don't do, because a lot of teams, you know what they do? They get into this mindset of, oh, we just did so well with our Zen on that first point, so surely we can just fully hold them on second point with our Zen. But you're up against a D.Va now. It's a completely different situation. Second point, it's not as like, you don't have as much distance to play through, so the Zen is way harder. So the fact that they understood that and they're like, okay, let's just go Kiriko, let's just keep it simple, keep it easy, that really impresses me. That's probably the most impactful thing that happened there. Like, even Crazy Raccoon fell into that mindset, because the Coach Moon, you know, he did his interview and he's like, they got so excited after winning Lijiang Gardens with Babsen that they're like, let's do it on Control Center too. Let's run Babsen ball on Control Center. It did not work. It did not work. So it's really important that you understand like where you can get away with a Zen and where you can't. Oh, Fari. I don't know about the Hanzo here. We have seen teams try to Hanzo on attack, but I don't know. Jaya Winston. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the Sig here on attack is where I feel like it's not going to happen. This is where Blade need to come up with another strategy, I think, because if they stick with it on attack, and especially with like a Hanzo against a Winston comp, it might be a little difficult. On a Kiriko, though, definitely agree. Okay, Sonic Arrow's out. We'll see what this does. I mean, the Storm Arrows can put a lot of pressure onto the Winston, so that's what we're looking for. Early bubble from Jaya. Why are we wasting Storm Arrows? Guess we're just trying to break it earlier, but the bubble really wasn't an issue there. Ooh, Pride. Pocket Pride. Okay. Pride is, in fact, okay. We're going to break the bubble. And now it's going to be hard to break through here. The Winston, I mean, this must feel really good for Jaya, because there's not much to really pressure Jaya. Yeah, there's no Brig available as well. You definitely play Brig here, if you had Brig. But Brig is banned, so that's really placing Blade at a disadvantage now. Okay, D.Va, off of Sig. Okay, that's really good. Early swap. Really early swap. A minute in. It's perfect. I mean, that's one of the best. I think the only better thing you could do is go Winston here, to be honest. But at least we're like, you know, not trying to force Sig into that. Pride's dead. Yeah, this is gonna get tough real fast, but I think Wen is more of a traditional off-tank player. That's kind of like, I think that's what I'm expecting. Hazard would also be a good pick here. Like Hazard, you know, Hazard, Winston. You could ball if you're a good ball player, but again, I don't think that's in Wen's hero pool. This makes me a bit nervous. Nano in with the Winston. Fari is dead. Noron also dead. Sniper Monkey. Remedy's able to get a nice little trade onto Whale, but Wen's going to end up super staggered here, so that kill is very unlikely to find any sort of value. They're going to let the baby D.Va stagger. Yep. Okay, 2 minutes remaining, half the time depleted for Blade. But Fari is still just not been able to find anything with the Hanzo. Wait, okay, we found one before immediately dying to Jaya. Alfari is dead. Kim is able to get Pride as well, so okay, the Hanzo pick means nothing now. It means nothing. So, yeah, we're starting to build up a pretty big ult bank here, so we're a little sheep, though, so I don't think it matters a ton. And especially Jaya can kind of come in and bully there with the Winston. Fari's not going to use the dragons, just going to swap off. That's honestly the better decision. Pride, okay. One good Blade here. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect deflect. It's beautiful. Remedy, no! Jaya is able to get Noron as well. The primal into the Ana Kiriko is just like so free. Yeah, playing Winston into Ana Kiriko like feels so easy. The people who are saying, oh, like Kiriko is so bad, like it's so hard to play tank into Kiriko. No, it is not. It is so free for like Winston. It is so free compared to like Ana Brig, because the Ana Brig can stabilize. The Ana Kiriko cannot. Yeah, they have Suzu, which can protect you. I think it's like 0.65 seconds of invulnerability or something. Like, nah, that ain't saving you. That is not saving you. Noron able to get Alfari. Okay, pretty good pick for Blade. I'm actually feeling pretty good about their chances here, but they're going to cap with very little time. If they win this map, it's going to be by a slim margin. And it's both support ultimates for Little Sheep now. Look at that. That is making me nervous. I'm not feeling great about it. Okay, Kitsune here. Throw down the Kitsune. Just on to point. On to point. Kitsune, Kitsune, Kitsune. Oh, can we cut it? Can we cut it? Pride's dead. Oh, no, 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 no. We need to live. Live, 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 live. Jaya's one. Jaya's one. Nice, nice, nice. Good kill, good kill, good kill. Our D.Va lives. We lost the D.Va bomb there to a remake, but I think it's fine. Far is able to get another, a third, a fourth. Fari. Oh my goodness. Fifth. The 5k, all 5. Okay, I guess he just kills everybody. What a play. What a play. This is so fun to watch. Okay. And now Blade, they still have their nano. They have nano. I think it's like you're either nanoing the cast or you're going for like a nano onto Pride, probably. Oh. The observers messed up there. I think they were supposed to show us the clip, but they didn't. Fari's winning on Fari. Okay. Wait. RA diff. RA diff. RA diff. RA diff. The early pick. It's so big. Now the positioning here, and then the nano blade in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. He gets the deflect again. How does he keep Pride? The deflects in the blades are like perfect. How is he so good at that? He is so good at that. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Amazing. Okay, Fari, come on. Good zoning Deadeye here. Just one more play from Blade and they force him at 5. The bubble's gonna die pretty quickly. Alfari taking a lot of damage, force a recall. Jaya's dead. The Winston is gone. Fari used the Deadeye there, I believe. The pulse is eaten by Wen. Perfect from the D.Va. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Map 5. Let's go. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Fari and Pride are both so impressive right now, and the Blades, the fact that he keeps getting the deflect on the Ana is just beautiful.